people are deluded because they feel like, you know, if only I had this, this and that, these 3 things, yeah, I'll be happy. But when you get them 3, let's see how long it lasts till you're on the 4th. People who love their prayer, they love the Quran, they are that country, man. SubhanAllah. Social media, propaganda, all it pushes is success. You need to do this, you need to kill it.
You just see some guy in a swimming pool, this how you make 100k a year, whatever, and that attracts people a lot.
Yeah, of course. Can you imagine? Can you imagine his Jummah, yeah? And this guy's thinking about next things and he's like, to the guy next. See, the happiest people for me are those who are content. And those who are content, only content with the remembrance of Allah.
Exactly.
When you have the remembrance of Allah, when you have the zikr of Allah pounding in your heart, that's when you'll be content. 100%. These materialistic things in the world, they want nothing lasts. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome back to the TMP, the Mountain Path podcast. We've got a new guest out here.
Yeah, I'm here. Name's Awais, yeah. Just here, related to Hamza. Yeah.
How are you related to me?
Oh yeah, it's a long story. Fathers grew up together.
As you can see, we're just looking towards the audio section, and my voice is being picked up beautifully. But when you speak, watch when you speak. Watch.
Yeah. It's just one of those. Yeah, it's like on the average scales, and then
you see how yours is down low.
Yeah, it's going lower. But
yeah, because you're looking there. If you look at me, then it'll be alright.
Then if I pick you up on that,
you see how audio works. Yeah. You gotta look at me because can you hold eye contact?
Do you know what's so funny? Because the thing is,
look at me and say, go on.
I can't, because when my dad speaks to me, every time I sit in my dad's car, he will look at me directly and I'm looking straight. Or even my friends, if I'm sitting in the car, they're looking at me. Like my friend picked me up today in his big MJ Quinn van, and he's looking at me directly while I'm looking straight ahead. Yeah,
look into my eyes and talk.
It's great knowledge.
So anyway, we're just having a little test run. We might not even upload this video. We're just having a little laugh. The funny thing is, I said to him, we're not even uploading this video, and he's still nervous. We're just having a laugh. I'm your cousin, man.
I know. It's just, I don't know. It's just because
see, you still can't look at me.
You just gotta get used to it. It's just one of those things. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, this is Awais Rafakat. He is my father's brother's son. We are first cousins. We grew up together. Sheffield, South Yorkshire, in the area of Sharrow / Nether Edge.
Correct.
Still here, 27 years later, still in Sharrow / Nether Edge. You know what I mean? We don't forget our roots, but we want to forget it because we want to get out of here. But you know what? Something's just keeping us here, Awais.
Yeah.
Subhanallah, what an absolute fantastic guest. You know what? I'm uploading this on YouTube.
No, you can't. I think let's change the spirits. Let's be confident.
Yes, come on then. So Awais, what do you do for a living, man?
Currently, right now, I'm just working from home, as you see. And the thing is, working from home has made me realise that being a delivery driver wasn't great, but we're trying to make it out of the matrix, and that's just what I'm trying to establish.
One thing about Awais Rafka, he is very obsessed with the new matrix lifestyle, something that Mr. Andrew Tate has introduced and reminded the people of. Awais Rafka, this is a very formal podcast, as you can see the way we're talking. It's not very relaxed, but I think eventually we'll get to a more relaxed let's you pretend there's no mic and camera. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, go. Yeah, I don't even look at you without the cameras.
I know. Imagine if there's no camera on, he's still going to make eye contact. To be fair, you know, I don't make eye contact.
Man's really bad. People literally talk to me and I'm looking straight. I'm talking about my friends who chill in my car, do deliveries for 5 hours. There's times where, I swear to God, there are times where I may be doing deliveries with my friends with side hustle delivery job for 5 hours.
He means food delivery, by the way, nothing dodgy.
Yeah. And for 5 hours, I'll sit in their car and I don't even know what colour clothes they're wearing. Swear to God as well. I don't know what their hair looks like today. I don't know if they've had a trim or not. I'm just not even, no eye contact.
There's got to be some science behind this.
I know.
That's got to be something.
I don't know.
What is it? Let's try and figure it out right now. What do you think it is?
I don't know.
So if you're going to be with your friend and you can't make eye contact and you can't speak like that, what does it make you awkward? Does it make you? What does it make you? It makes you not confident. I don't know.
I'd say awkwardness. I think it's
See, the reason he laughed is because there was a brief moment our eyes connected and he just couldn't hold it.
I'd say his awkwardness.
Always, what should we talk about today? You know what? Let's talk about these streamers, man.
Yeah, the streamers.
These guys, obviously, I'm not too into these streamers, but they come across my social media. This guy called Neon, and then we've got the Sneakos of this world. We've got the Modines and that. Apparently, Modine's got a £2 million contract with Kick.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm just, you know what it is? It's not even that. You know what? Fair play to these guys making money. Everyone wants to make money, but I swear to God, some of these idiots these days who are making money, not even normal money, I'm talking crazy money. Yeah. I don't know how they're getting these contracts.
It's thank you, Hamza, for asking that. It's absolutely, it's mind blowing, honestly. Yeah, it's they don't do anything unique. You know what I mean? They don't show anything unique. From what I've seen, the Neons and the Aiden Russes, they've all started from just streaming games, and then all of a sudden they're streaming with, girls sitting in a pool for hours and just doing random dumb things. Like, for example, it's like me and him right now. If we go to McDonald's and just start shouting or doing something abnormal, I'd say. Yeah. And they're just getting crazy.
But you know what's mad? I feel sorry for people who actually graft for a living.
I know, yeah.
There are people who work in factories, factory jobs, working 12-hour shifts. Yeah. I'm not talking morning shifts. Even morning shifts are bad enough, but imagine night shifts in a factory on a conveyor belt, moving boxes and all stuff. Getting paid pennies, and then you got streamers like Modine. I don't want to backbite or anything. Like, go make your money, do what you want. Yeah, take your opportunities and that. But let's be honest, he promotes absolute rubbish and filth online, and he's getting paid millions now, apparently.
It's true, because right now, for example, the time is, I don't know, it's past midnight. There's someone on a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift currently in a warehouse. Yeah. While I guarantee right now, even yesterday at this time, Neon was live streaming with 140,000 people watching live. And he's just walking in the streets, and there's women behind him and bodyguards, and they're just messing around, fooling around, and just... in the pool and pushing each other, and again over 140k views live stream.
And then if you get 140k views live stream, you get all them adverts. The amount of money he's raking in doing that.
I know.
I mean, it sounds like we're haters, but what can you do in this day and age? You got idiots live. If you're gonna be someone of benefit, then by all means do it. But some of these guys promoting nonsense, the kids are watching this kind of stuff. Mate, it's just weird, man. Weird world we live in.
The world is just about clout now. That's all.
Yeah, look here when you're talking.
The world is just about clout.
So anyways, how should we get clout from this then? What should we think?
You just gotta edit a thumbnail, # we had a fight while on a podcast, and that's it. Get views.
There's something better than that. #, I don't know. Yeah, I like podcasts with guests because I don't need to edit too much. I'm on my own. When I'm on my own, I'm talking about topics. Sometimes I could go wrong. I say something wrong. I gotta always edit. Yeah, but because I'm with you, I can just freestyle. What else should we talk about? Awais, talk to me about how Sheffield has changed.
Oh wow, Sheffield has Sheffield, to be honest, is so back compared to the other cities. Just like an old school village mentality.
Yeah, Sheffield is a funny place, but you know what? Sheffield's home. I love Sheffield. I love that the Peak District is so close to us. We can just escape to the mountains. That's why I call it the Mountain Path. But no, I'm joking. I didn't call it because of that. But to be fair, we can just go to the Peak District when we want. We've got the town nearby. Sheffield is not very good for facilities and food and that kind of stuff. But home is home.
Peace and comfort compared to the other cities.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But home is where the heart is, isn't it? Sheffield's home.
I've never seen it. It's like a it's like a good percentage of people. Like, it's not like, for example, you go Birmingham, there's a lot more Asians there, or Bradford or whatever. Sheffield has different kinds of people. I feel like it's
very diverse place. 50,000 students come here every year. We've got Chinese, we've got Indians, we've got Pakistanis, we've got Bengalis, we've got Arabs, we've got Yemenis, we've got boom, boom, bam.
Yeah.
What's up?
I don't know.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
This guy's feeling a bit weird, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was on 1 million subscribers, I wouldn't even upload this because of your nervous energy, pal. Because I'm a nobody, I'll just put it on.
Yeah, I'm just trying my best.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We'll upload it regardless. Awais, What else do you want to talk about, man? Come on, talk to me about like your ambitions in life.
The ambitions in life is
What's this American accent you keep putting on?
because I went to America, man, and just I've always been like a wannabe American. So
All right, you know, from now to the end of the video, you keep the American voice, yeah.
all right,
All right,
okay,
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so I've always been a wannabe American. I mean, since I was younger, like I used to say to my friend, we're gonna go down to New York, and yeah, I always had a dream. Like there's just like it's like a movie lifestyle over there. So I went down to Ohio, and a lot of people were.
So this whole movie lifestyle, what attracts you to movie lifestyle?
I think it's like I feel like every guy just wants to be a main character role, and sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it just feels nice. I swear to God, when I went to New York and I wanted to go to a party, and yeah, man, it was. I didn't go to any party because I'm Muslim. Yeah,
Shut up, man. So this guy, yeah, Awais is into American stuff. I don't know why. Finds it very appealing and that, but for me, that kind of stuff scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
it is.
You know, the whole. I'll tell you now, the whole social media life and the movie stuff and these influences is scary. It's kind of scary.
It is
because
scary. It's the land of the devils, as they call it.
Bro, I'm telling you now, when you go online these days and you see what you see, and then you see the social media, you see all these different lifestyles and cars and blah blah blah. I think it's quite scary, man. I think it really is scary. People have actually lost touch with the reality.
Exactly.
People have lost touch with,
especially in LA and Miami. Like
people don't even sit and people don't pause for a second and look around and just take a deep breath and actually value life in its basic most.
Because in America, if you ain't got clout, then it's game over. No one wants to know you there. It's America's all about clout.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I don't know in other parts, but
you went to New York.
New York is actually. You wouldn't expect this. It's full of tourists. I was asking people for directions, but they didn't know themselves because it's a full tourist spot. There weren't much Americans there, so believe it or not. But places like Miami, LA, and Vegas is just clout. If you're just a working class person, no one cares about you, man.
Serious?
Yeah, no one cares about you. It's actually a scary world. I've not had the chance to go, but
you've been America,
LA or
okay,
LA or Miami. It's
I wouldn't go there.
LA. It's
you don't go there.
LA just gives me a creepy vibes, like a devil kind of vibe. I don't know. There's something about it.
Speaking of devil, have you seen these music artists these days? Lil Nas X, and have you seen what's that other guy, man? The British one who's gone crazy. Sam Smith. Bro, some of these guys have just lost the plot. But let's not even go there because these topics have probably already been covered about a million times.
Yeah.
And the Mountain Path podcast is something unique. I'll tell you why it's unique. It's because it's the first podcast in history where the two guests can't even look at each other and speak.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a new record.
Imagine people actually do podcasts for a living.
The Impulsives and all these lot, they get all these big people on the shows, and wow, must be fun just sitting and talking. 2 hours go by like that.
Are we not doing that right now?
Yeah, pretty much, but we ain't getting paid.
That's the problem with my brother here. He just wants money, hungry. He just wants money, bro. But you know what? Sometimes just how about you just sit and enjoy the moment right now?
Yeah, I try my best, but it's a bit difficult to do that. I just feel like money is, I'm attracted to money.
That's dangerous, you know. Why are you attracted to money?
No, I'm actually not attracted to money. I just people say money is not happiness, but money gives you peace and comfort. I see that's the only difference.
No, I agree with that. Money obviously can help you in terms of living comfortably. You don't want to be in debt. You don't want to be a life where you're broke. It's not a nice lifestyle. But there's broke people out there who are living spiritually.
Yeah.
What's funny, Awais, Rafika? Awais, what is funny?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just trying to keep an eye contact, but it wasn't working.
There are people out there who are broke.
Yeah.
Absolutely broke, Awais. Yeah. In different countries, in Africa, in any continent, you name it, in Europe, in Asia. There's so much poor countries out there, and they are so poor materialistically, but spiritually they're flying. And people here who are rich in the materialist, look at him, look at this guy. The people here who are rich in the materialistic way are so wealthy, but in terms of their heart, they're broke.
They're broke. That is true.
Why is that? They got this, bro. I'll tell you why. You walk into a house of rich people, and no doubt there's obviously rich people who are great values and stuff, and they've held on to their heritage in that way. It's not funny away. It's just not funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's families out there who obviously hold on to the culture, that kind of stuff. But I'd say real love is found in the poor communities. Real love, compassion for other people.
That is true, because they have the basic and the simple things compared to us.
And guess what? Even since, I'm only 27, but I can see how life, when you actually sit and think about how life has changed, it's ridiculous. It's changed from there to there. It's only like 10, 15 years ago where we just think there was so much more love. What's that? Spider on the floor crawling? No, it's a fly. There was just so much more love, and you can actually feel it and see it. I can't even explain it. You could see the love with your eyes, and even the clouds look different, the sky look different, and now I can't even explain the world, the atmosphere of the world. It just looks different to me.
Because everyone's in for themselves now, and that's just how it is. People are too busy in their own world trying to chase, whether that's the paper or the job or the lifestyle or whatever. So the love has gone in that way, and everyone's in it for themselves once they get
And you know what? To an extent, how can you blame people? Because social media, propaganda, all it pushes is success. You need to do this. You need to kill it. You need to prove hate is wrong.
You scroll on TikTok, you just see a video of beautiful music, and then you just see some guy in a swimming pool. This is how you make 100k a year or whatever, and that attracts people a lot.
Of course.
Live that lifestyle,
and because the majority of people living in the UK, and let's stick to the UK, but majority of people in the world, same thing applies. But majority of people here, we're broke, man. We're broke. So imagine, you're seeing this kind of stuff. You can make this, you can make that. Oh my God, do you know what I mean?
I know.
It's crazy, man. And social media has destroyed the world. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, when I was in my 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I loved social media. It was so like new, Twitter, and the way you'd go after school and after college or uni, and you just tweet people, and you just think this is sick. You get your whole community. He's laughing again. Whole community online, and it was so cool. But the more you grow, I'm 27 now. You become wiser, and you realize it was the destruction of the world. Social media in itself.
Because at the same time, people want to live that lifestyle as well. I can give examples of even like marriages, for example. If we just go there, certain people aren't happy with their marriages because they see on TikTok, for example, couples, like we did this, but I can't believe people actually fall into that trap where they watch couples doing this or just having a good time or holiday, and they fall in love with that.
Look, end of the day, no, I agree with you. In marriage, if you take it from social media, you're just going to be in a constant loop with your spouse, because you're going to compare yourself to next man on social media. You're going to think, look at this guy, what he did for my wife, and then you look at her, look what she did for her husband, but then you're more looking at others and you're not looking at your own thing. Do you get it? It's just not.
Exactly.
Social media, man.
You always want the next thing. That's also, you always want the next thing. You get one thing, you'll be happy for like a month. I got it, and then it's on to the next.
100%. It never ends. This cycle. People are deluded because they feel like, if only I had this and that, these three things, I'll be happy. But when you get them three, let's see how long it lasts till you want the fourth. How long will it last till you want the fourth? Not even a day. You'll think, I've got these three, what the heck, now what? What's next? People are just non-stop in a cycle that they don't. See, the happiest people for me are those who are content. And those who are content, only content with the remembrance of Allah.
Exactly.
When you have the remembrance of Allah, when you have the zikr of Allah pounding in your heart, that's when you'll be content. 100%. These materialistic things in the world, they want nothing nothing lasts.
And you feel more powerful when you're close to Deen and connected, and it's just I never thought I'd feel that. Even now I feel, I don't know how to explain it. You just feel energized and powerful, and prayer seems hard at first. We all get lazy doing wudu and everything, but once you get into the habit,
let me tell you something about wudu, because as a kid growing up, I thought wudu was the only thing about prayer that I can't be bothered. This is open, honest conversation. Oh my God, it's freezing. I gotta wash myself with cold water. That, and then I started learning more about the actual spirituality behind wudu. Wudu itself is worship. He's laughing.
Worship.
Wudu in itself is worship, because every limb you wash, you're cleansing your body from sins.
Oh, wow.
You should say before every there's certain du'as you make before you wash every part of your body. Oh, wow. But for the time being, before you learn that kind of stuff, you just Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim before you wash your hands, and then Bismillah before you wash your mouth. Bismillah and then guess what? if you perfect your wudu, your prayers will be perfected. If you quickly go in there,
No,
you just chuck water on you, and then you go to your prayer, quickly pray. You're not spiritually connected. And obviously, this is something I'm trying to learn. But anyway, so if you wash your mouth, you're saying this. Sometimes I say it in English. I say it in English in my head, like, Ya Allah, forgive me for the sins of my mouth.
Oh wow,
when
that's
I swear,
amazing.
and you're washing your sins away.
That's crazy.
And then you're washing your feet. Oh Allah, forgive me for when I use my feet to walk to places of sin.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
He's always laughing. He's got a problem. Hopefully, he gets used to this style and the laughing. It's fine anyway. And then, Ya Allah, every single limb you wash, you connect it back to Allah, asking for forgiveness.
That's amazing, man. I've got a bad habit, laughing habit.
Yeah, can you explain?
Yeah, to be honest, there's another reason why as well, because
can I ask, wait, before you say it, I'm guessing it's because it's so awkward, you just have to laugh. Because people who are awkward, they just laugh.
No, I think that there's other reasons behind it, because number one, I think if I was in a podcast with maybe other people, I think I wouldn't laugh. And the other thing is, in serious situations, I always tend to laugh no matter what. For example, my father gives me a lecture, something serious, the amount of times I've laughed, I don't know. And probably a bit of awkwardness.
You know what?
To do
It's that old saying: if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Yes.
Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, it's best to be happy then. Yeah, and just going on to what you said, even with your wudu and even praying as well. I think everyone's had a bad habit of this. While we're praying, I'm thinking about 120 different things after my prayer.
That's one thing about prayer. Is trust me, it's called khushu in it. That's why it's called khushu in prayer. Yeah. To be connected is the most important. He's laughing again. Someone, please, if you're watching at this time, someone in the comments has to write how much time this guy laughed.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
But khushu in the prayer and the actual being connected is the most important thing. Yeah. And to achieve that, it takes time.
Yeah. 3, 2.
Are you alright? But they say, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but while you're praying, if you've got so much things in your head and you can't, he's laughing again by the way, if you can't contain your laughter, for example, and you're just thinking of 100 things, you should say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem and spit to the left 3 times. Did you know that?
No, I actually didn't.
I don't know how, but not actually.
Did you spit on someone?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine his Jummah, and this guy's thinking about next things and he's like to the guy next. Allah, no. This is anyone. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in it, but I know I've heard this. Obviously, it's not the spits that you can imagine. It's normal. Like a, I think. Anyway, but inshallah, he's going to Umrah. Oh man, I'm dying to go to Umrah, man. Inshallah, make dua that I can get there as well. Inshallah, one day. Because these kind of places, this is a place where you should run to. That's the place where the Prophet ﷺ is buried, subhanallah, and you're gonna see that, witness to that. Wow, what a spiritual feeling you'll get when you sat there. Oh my god! And when you see the Kaaba for the first time, when he comes back, we're gonna jump on a podcast. He'll tell us all about it. You better tell me everything.
And I'm gonna be bold as well.
yeah. By the way, this guy gets perms, nahra, you know what nahra means? Nahra. He does a bit of nahra and that. He's got his perms in. Yeah. He's got his haircut every week. He's got his little band on. Why you got a band on?
I don't know, man. I just thought it looks cool. I just feel naked without it.
Okay, that's a bit weird. But anyway, he's gonna come back bold. Are you gonna get perms again ever?
We'll see where life takes us. If I become a movie star by then, you never know, man.
Yeah, as you can see, Yani the brother. Anyway, listen, don't get these perms again. I think stay bald and then get like a buzz cut or something.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me here. And a very important subject as well, where the Muslim community, in my opinion, I feel like is the most toxic community out there. For example, I can give you many examples.
Let's talk a bit closer to Mike.
There's a well, I don't know what he is now. Is he classed as Nasheed artist? Harris J, for example, he posted a video of his favorite surah that he's been reciting as a child, Surah Al-Rahman. Is that how you say it? Surah Rahman. So he always posts that, and he always recites it once every few months. So he uploads it on TikTok. Everyone's bashing him in the comments. Why is he reciting the same surah? Doesn't he know any others, and etc.? It just doesn't make sense.
Look at that.
And I just don't understand it. And even, for example, I see all these other things where, for example, there was I think it was a I think he was very young, a 12-year-old child leading a prayer at the mosque, and he got bashed in the comments because they're like, oh, Islamically or whatever this, that. There's too much judgmental things. It's like...
but yeah, you know, people these days are very ruthless, and people are not forgiving. People don't want to forgive other humans, but expect Allah, Ya Allah,
Exactly.
forgive me for this, forgive me for that. People are repenting in silence over the most wicked of sins. Wallahi, the most wicked and treacherous of sins.
Agreed.
Sins that you cannot tell your father, but you will happily do while Allah is watching.
Of course.
This is to everyone. Wallahi, this is to me, to you, all of us. We all fall victim to this, But we are doing mad sins, I'm not saying me, but I'm giving an example. We are doing mad sins, expecting Allah that Allah will forgive me. And of course we should have a good opinion that Allah will forgive us, because Allah is the most forgiving. But at the same time, you cannot forgive your brother or your sister in Islam for some petty stuff.
Yeah, agreed.
You can't forgive your brother or sister in Islam for petty things.
Yeah.
It's crazy, this world we live in. It's a ruthless place. People, look, like he said, Mr. Harris J, I don't know who that is. He's reading Surah Rahman online, and people in the comments are saying, oh, why is he reading the same surah? Can he not? That is mind-boggling, the fact that people can even talk about that.
So
can you imagine that might have, because of reading all these comments, how do you know he's not thinking, you know what, I'm just going to stop? And imagine,
he's actually admitted it many times in podcasts. He used to listen to these people, and it led him away from the deen and the religion, and now he doesn't. He goes, I'm happy the way I am. I keep it to myself. I don't.
We got another brother here. Hassan, you might as well just sit down, mate. Sit down and join the podcast.
You might as well sit down.
Sit down.
Probably not going to be uploaded, might do.
Yeah, we're just talking. Hassan, this is my brother Hassan. What are your thoughts on Islam and Tawheed? What's your thoughts on Islam, Tawheed, and all that kind of stuff?
It's interesting. It's good. Yeah.
We got another one who doesn't talk much. What are you doing down here? Get up.
When do you look up?
Sorry?
When do you look up?
We've been here for look at the time. 35 minutes has been recording now. We've just been chatting away, just talking about life.
Are you actually going to upload this or
I might do. Yeah. Why not? This is Hassan Shafika. Hassan, do you want to make an appearance? Do you want to say anything? Yeah, Hassan's bottled it. As you can see, I'm the only guy who bloody talks. I'm joking. Oasis, he's been alright for his debut. Oasis, how are you feeling on this podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
would you do it again?
Oh yeah, of course. Podcast is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
You see TikTok. Oh my god. You upload something, I uploaded something, right?
Yeah.
And even I get obviously I'm not some big TikToker, but I get replies, people hating, and I'm there trying to share Islamic things. If you disagree with me, you disagree with anything I say or do, tell me, yo, Hamza, brother Hamza, I'm Muslim, you're Muslim. Wallah, brother, I don't know if this is the right way. You can do that. And I'll put my arm over you and say, brother, what made you say that? How come? I love conversating, and I love differences of opinions. I think it's the most amazing thing ever, because it's so interesting. Imagine we were all the same.
I know.
That'd be boring.
Difference
of opinion is interesting, and difference of opinion doesn't make me insecure. There's people out there who different opinions. It'll cause them so much anger, and they can't even imagine how people can't agree with them.
Exactly.
I genuinely, people sometimes say that I'm like that. Like, I can't take it when people disagree with me. It's not that. It's just I'm so interested in different opinions. I'm happy to, listen to and talk to you. As long as you've got a way to talk and you have a bit of... he's laughing again. As long as you've got a way to talk, and as long as you kind of portray yourself in a nice, friendly way, and you're genuinely willing to learn and you're sincere in the heart.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, no, I fully agree, yeah. Talking about just because there's so many different, they call them I don't know, these Salafis and these other things. What do they call them? What's
different groups and that?
The different groups. Where did all these groups start from exactly?
Bro, if you're gonna ask me that question, I'm not gonna say I know. I don't know, but there's groups for a reason. Like, don't think that there's different groups and these people have made things up, and it's best we're not going through these topics because we'll make mistakes, and I don't want to make mistakes like that. But there are groups for a reason. There are different schools of thought. I've mentioned this in podcasts before. There's different schools of thoughts, all different ways of interpreting and trying to achieve the best practices to follow the Sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The four main Sunni madhabs we know are the Hanafis, the Malikis, Shafi'is, and the Hanbalis, and all of them are the four great Imams. the 4 great Imams,
Yeah.
none of them are having beef, if you want to say. We all live in peace.
Yeah.
There's just different ways, avenues that they may have disagreed upon. But when you disagree, then it was a disagreement of love.
Yeah.
Always love.
Yeah.
You disagree now, people are shouting at each other.
Yeah.
There's people saying that you're non-Muslims and you're this and you're that. It's just
Yeah.
absolute madness.
I
Madness.
think it's just
Best
a
thing
non-stop
to-
war till the
It's
end.
a war, yeah. It's a war now
It'll
between
always be.
groups, and
Yeah.
you know what? Group culture. Best thing is stay away from it.
Yeah.
Just try. This is my own.
Yeah.
What I try and do, I try to find the middle path. Always
Yeah.
find the middle path. Take the good, and ignore the bad, and go with your heart as well, and trust, and have a lot of trust in the scholars and stuff that you follow.
Yeah.
That's my
Whatever
advice.
path people be on, I think leave them to it.
Just
but
leave
because-
everyone get in your path
Yeah, just-
and respect others.
Yeah, and simple as like from what I've seen so far, maybe you never know, but for now, I'm just happy with just following the Prophet's Sunnah and like the Quran. They classed as are they technically classed as Salafis that just follow the Quran and the
Look,
Sunnah or whatever?
Everyone follows Quran and Sunnah.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone follows Quran and
Yeah.
Sunnah. But the differences come where some groups will take words literally from the Quran and the Sunnah,
Yeah.
and then there's some groups who will say, look, this is open for interpretation. This is a deep topic. You're not going to get answers from me.
Yeah.
I'm here wearing True Religion top of my, and I'm just some
Yeah.
little wear roadman wearing
Yeah.
Adidas trousers.
Yeah.
You're not getting no answers from me. I refuse to answer that question.
Yeah.
Always, and I'm probably going to keep it in the podcast because it's a raw and real podcast. We're
Yeah.
not going to mess about and
Yeah.
act like we don't have these conversations behind closed doors. So
Yeah.
why not be on camera?
Exactly.
Do you get it? So if you want to say Sufi, Salafi, whatever, say
Yeah.
it right now.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If people get insecure when you mention a name of a group, man, no
Yeah.
problem, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sufi, Salafi, whatever you want, man.
Like for example, like for me, I've just been following the Prophet Sallallahu Sunnah and the Quran. But if I wanted to learn more, there's nothing wrong with that. But then people will be too judgmental on that. Like maybe he's doing wrong or whatever. But they will always have opinions no matter what.
Listen, people will have opinions of everything, no matter what, good or bad.
Yeah.
If you want to delve deep into Islamic knowledge, you need to. It's not as easy as it sounds, man. It's very, very deep. It's a deep religion with a lot of information that you got to soak up and you got to really understand.
No.
If we're talking about different opinions in fiqh, like the 4 Imams,
Yeah.
but what about the different opinions of Aqidah, mate? Creedal matters. These are so that you have, like you said, there's Salafis and Sufis and that. Then what about the Asharis? Have you heard of Ashari?
I've never heard.
Maturidis and Atharis. These are different creedal matters now. And creed means your mind and how you see
Yeah.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna get into that. We're not qualified to get into that. So let's move on swiftly from group culture to pub culture. No, I'm joking. What should we move on to away Rafika? It's been a long podcast, to be fair. I think we might wrap it up. Should we wrap it up?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Should we wrap it up? No, why not? We don't have to wrap it up. Let's carry on talking. What's your opinions on? Should we go straight to football?
I guess so.
Football. This is so random. We're talking about something football now. Away Rafika. What team do you support?
Potentially moving to Paris.
So what this guy does, yeah. Obviously, we're all Manchester United fans. We always have been since since we were kids. But when Fergie left, things have been bad, and this guy, he couldn't take it. You know, the bad times expose those who can't take it, and
it's just like I just never wanted to be there. I was told to be there at Manchester United, but
look at that.
I never really.
And apparently, so imagine this: a couple of years ago, he moved teams on loan. He went to Tottenham on loan, and he became a Tottenham fan for a year. Wallahi, this is a true story.
It was actually fun, honestly. Supporting Tottenham, supporting a different club. We were first at one point in the table, and we beat Manchester United 6-1 as well.
I remember
at a
that.
certain point, yeah. But
but you know what? Football. I'm not gonna lie. Football is a massive culture in the West, especially in the UK. Football is the culture of this country. If you ask people what's the culture of Morocco, you'll say the beautiful little streets, the alleys, the clothes, the tea, the religion in itself. There's so much things, endless.
Agreed.
You say Tunisia, you'll say Africa, you'll say wherever countries in Africa like Somalia, Somaliland. Shout out all my landers, shout out Zakaria, shout out Lucas, shout out Kaza, shout out Ozzy, shout out Salim, shout out all my brothers, Somalis. Esta, I can't forget Esta. Shout out all the Estlanders, Hargeisa, shout out Bur'a and Barbara. Sorry about that, Ways. You won't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Do you say Beyblade or
Barbara.
Alright.
These are some areas in Somaliland, Estland. Shout out all the landers. That's my people. Them, you know. I got love for all the Somalis. I've been good friends with Somalis for a long time now. I think they're the funniest people.
Yeah, I
They're
agree.
so funny.
Oh, yeah,
Naturally
100%.
very funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Naturally very, very funny people.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're people of big, strong iman.
I know.
They are
100%
people of
agree.
strong iman, the Somalis. I'll tell you
Yeah.
now.
No, I
They
love
people
them,
who
yeah.
love their prayer.
Mhm.
They love the Quran.
Yeah.
They are that country, man.
Yeah.
Subhanallah.
Never had a problem with Somalis, never.
Nah, man. Somalis are
Been
misunderstood.
amazing,
They're
yeah.
misunderstood people. I
Yeah.
reckon they're good people, man.
Mm.
I don't know how are we talking about Somalis, bro. This is the
What
most
just happened?
random thing ever.
What the hell just happened?
This is the most random episode ever. I can't wait for this to go online and we get about 17 views.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but shout out to all the Somalis, baris and all that kind of stuff. The hilib.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Somali food as well.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Oof, Sakaria, man. When you invite me over for another Somali meal.
There's a place in London that does good Somali foods. What's it called? That
Yeah, there's a famous place, isn't it?
Called D. Summit D. What was it? I don't know. Gotta think.
Write in the comments, someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Somali food, bad boy, innit? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way they cook their meat, next
Never
level.
tried.
Next level.
What's the next topic?
What was we were talking about something? Yeah, football. So the country, this culture, football and the pub, and work after Friday, straight to the pubs.
That's it.
Don't speak. Let me tell you something. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Football for me. Ask him. I'm a massive fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Mm.
My TikTok used to be all about football. I've not uploaded in about a year now, but I'm a massive football fan. I love football. But even recently, my love for football has gone down a bit because I've just realised that it's a bit of a waste of time.
And when life gets in the way as
Life
well,
gets in the way, and you start to realise there's more important things in life. Like learning Islam for me is way more interesting than watching
I
football.
know.
And you know what? It's what the Romans used to do. You know, in the Colosseums where the
Yeah.
gladiators used to fight.
Yeah.
It's a way to distract the masses of
Wow.
people. They have a Colosseum
Mm.
and there's people and there's two men fighting. What's the most entertaining thing in the world is people fighting.
And I
If
just,
someone's fighting on the street, are you gonna park up and watch it? Yes or no?
yeah.
We did it 2 hours ago.
No,
I
yeah.
promise you, this you might think this is a lie.
Mm.
Wallahi, couple hours ago today, we saw some guys arguing on the street.
Yeah.
Wallahi, I did a U-turn and I just thought, let's watch what's going on.
Literally.
This is
And-
the nature of man.
Yeah.
Just curious
And it's
people.
just funny thinking about it. Let's just say there's like Old Trafford, 86,000 attendance, for example.
86,000 people watching a
And,
game of football.
Just think about when that full-time whistle goes, everyone's like, maybe there's people high in money or they're struggling financially or whatever, and they're just going homes in the cars with the families, while these people who are earning unreal money and they're going in their, let's just say, fancy cars or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
However they get home or flat, I don't even know, but it's just crazy to think about it like that.
No, it's
They're
true.
earning about, I don't know, how much was Ronaldo? 300,000-400,000?
Way more than that. That's Ronaldo. He's on
Yeah,
about.
actually.
He's on Saudi. I think he's nearly a mil a
I was
week.
on about before and he's at Manchester
Forget
United.
that. Even he's on nearly a mil a week.
Even the players that sit on the bench for God knows how many games, they sit there full-time whistles
Yeah.
and their weekly paychecks of hundreds and thousands, while these fans are probably going on a pub after, let's say, Man United beat Man City 3-0. They're going to the pub.
That's
that
not
night,
happening
getting
anyway.
drunk
We're not beating City.
and, and it's
But
just, yeah.
The football is a bit crazy, man. And when you deep it, yeah, it's amazing to watch. It's a good entertainment, and I've been to many games and I love it. When you go to Old Trafford, next level feeling, man.
Yeah.
It's sick. Generally, it's really good.
Mm.
But when you actually sit there and look around and see all those little dots of people, and you think,
Yeah.
wow, everyone's got a different walk of life,
I know.
and we are all here being distracted with all these events. And then you look on the side, you see
Yeah.
BT Sport there, TNT,
I know,
you
yeah,
see
they're
Sky
all
Sports,
there.
and all of those people are there. What
Yeah.
for? To generate money.
Yeah.
It's
that's
all for
literally
money.
it, yeah.
It's not because it's their hobby or they love football. No, we're going because it's our hobby. We love
Yeah.
football. We're going. We're paying to watch
Yeah.
them. That's our hobby.
Yeah.
The masses, people who are distracted. But TNT and Sky and all these DAZN, they're there for the money,
Aye, that's true.
and that's it.
Aye. Yeah, is Kanye West cloned?
What?
Is Kanye West cloned? Or is he
I don't know
real?
about all this nonsense, Kanye West stuff. You tell me what.
I don't know. People say he's cloned. People say they've got to him. They've taken him out, and yeah, there's a clone version of him that doesn't look like him. Hardly does, but it doesn't.
You know
That's
what? I'm gonna leave that one to you, man. I don't know what you're talking about. If I've seen something about Kanye West and he doesn't look like him or something.
Yeah.
Have you got a picture of it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, your phone's there.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, Kanye West apparently is cloned. We've mentioned Somalis. We mentioned football. We mentioned wudu. We've mentioned what else we mentioned on this podcast?
We mentioned Harris J.
Harris J. We've mentioned bare random stuff.
I know.
It's been about 50 minutes. I think we might end it there.
Yeah.
This has been your host Hamza Shafakat.
And me, Hawes Rafakat.
Shafakat and Rafakat. That's actually a true story. It's real.
Yeah.
This has been the Mountain Path podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Inshallah, see you guys soon. Away. Sorry, go on. Wait.
Yeah,
Sign
just-
out, mean. Sign out.
Yeah, just would like to say it's just funny being here because think about it, growing up with your cousin and then trying to do a podcast at the same time. It could be for me. It just makes me laugh. And what's the other word of laugh starts with J?
What?
Is there a different word of laughing start with J?
Jay.
Yeah,
I'm not ending this video till I find this word now. Jay. What?
jiggle.
Jiggle.
Yeah,
No.
is that laughing?
Chuckle.
I don't know.
No, what are you
Yeah.
talking about,
I
man?
don't know.
Explain yourself.
I actually don't know. I thought it starts with J or something. But yeah, it's been an interesting podcast. It's just
Can someone find that word, please?
it'll be so funny because
And no, acting, I go. Can someone find that word?
yeah.
It's 50 minutes. Acting, someone's gonna be watching right now. But anyway, go on.
It'll be so funny because when I host my podcast soon, inshallah, you'll probably see a whole different version of me. It's so funny that.
Why?
Because probably when probably I'm not around you, when I'm around, let's just say other people, I'll be more serious.
So why some joke to you? What are you on about?
It's just funny.
What do you mean?
It's just funny. Yeah, it's a serious conversation, but it's just funny.
So have you heard that, guys?
Yeah.
This whole 50 minutes he's been mocking us, yeah? Taking the mick out of our podcast. This is our podcast, mate. And he's just said, oh, you guys are not serious, I'm just laughing. And he goes, when he hosts his own podcast, apparently, which is not even made yet, he's going to be serious.
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about in your podcast?
I think everything, pretty much what we discussed here.
We've covered it all now. We don't need your podcast. So, yeah, Awais, inshallah, see you soon.
Aye.
Even the way he shakes hands is awkward.
Yeah.
Let me teach you, guys. Let me teach you a trick. Yeah, you know, if you ever meet someone,
Yeah.
my friend taught me this.
Yeah.
If you ever meet someone and he's
Yeah.
got a tough grip,
Yeah.
have you heard about this?
No.
So imagine if I do that to you like
Yeah.
hard
Well, yeah.
and it hurts, innit?
Yeah.
Well, obviously I'm not saying I ain't got a
Yeah.
tough grip. There's a tactic,
Yeah.
that you can do
Yeah.
that way it'll relieve the pain. Like it won't hurt you.
How was it?
All you gotta do is put your finger out. So squeeze. No. Wait, man. So you squeeze my hand hard.
Yeah.
So if I do that, it won't hurt me no matter
Oh,
what.
wow.
All I gotta do is put my finger there.
All right.
Guys, you
That's
see
it.
that?
That's it.
So if someone's squeezing your hand very hard, squeeze
Yeah.
it hard. Okay, let's imagine it hurts now because he doesn't because he's weak.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Okay, that's
That's
okay. I
it.
can feel a bit of pressure. But if I do this, simply
Yeah.
just that,
Yeah.
I can't feel it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now, no, I'll do it to you now.
All
So I'm gonna
right.
squeeze you hard. Don't do it yet.
Yeah.
Don't do it yet. Okay, now I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But then I want you to put your finger there. Okay, watch.
Oh shit! Yeah, it does. It does feel light pressure.
Do you-
Yeah.
Right. Okay, we're getting this video. Guys, like, subscribe, inshallah. And finally, we got another guest on, and yeah, see you guys next time.
Alright.